Hi everyone. I wanted to show you really quick what this test that Etsy is doing where you can make an offer for vintage items if you have opted into this test. It started yesterday and I just went to look in my shop and this is how it looks. So this is for vintage shoppers or vintage shops who have opted into this test. Not everyone has this yet and it's not on every item in a vintage shop, but I did opt in just to see what it looked like. And basically you have to go into the listing. This is not showing up in search results. It's just showing up in the listing when you click into it. And you can click the button that says make an offer. And then after that happens, I will show you the next thing. And like I said, this is search results. This is not showing up in search results anywhere. This is what this item looks like in search. And it doesn't say that you can make an offer or anything else. So it's really just only showing up at this point in the actual listing. But when you click the make an offer button, it brings this screen up and then yay, it says, yay, keep in mind, other shoppers can make higher offers. Now, basically, this lets people give you an offer for the item. Now, I left this open so that people can offer me anything, and Etsy will send me whatever offer they give me. You can set it up so that you have a limit. So maybe 20% off would be the highest offer that you would take. And if someone offers you 30% off, Etsy just doesn't even send you that because it's above what you said your maximum would be. So, it is kind of self-limiting, but I just set it up so that anybody could send me anything so that I can see what it looks like. So I sent myself an offer of $5. So when I sent myself the offer of $5, I just received this message. I received this message in my vintage shop from, my Cake account. And it says my name, it says, what price I gave, offered myself or whatever. Clearly I'm not going to buy this, but this is what it looks like. I just wanted to show everybody what it looks like. Now this adjust price thing, that's a button where you then negotiate with the customer. So instead of clicking the adjust price first, you would send the customer a message. In this case, it says, nope, haha. Now I'm sending that message to myself, but if someone offered me $5 for a $25 item, that's basically what I would respond with. Now, what happens then is that the customer might offer you a different price. You can negotiate with them. And when you're done and you've come to a price that is okay for both of you, the customer would then say, okay, this is what I'll pay you. You agree for it. Then you click the adjust price button. And the adjusted price would show up here. I did not adjust it. I just clicked, send adjusted price. So I would adjust this price. So let's say they agreed to pay 15 or 20 or $24.99, which is more like it. But anyway, you would put whatever price they agreed to in here, and then you would send the adjusted price. And what happens then is that the customer gets a link for this listing with that discount price attached to it. Only that customer gets that link, all right? But the customer has 2 months, 2 months to complete the purchase, which is to me a little ridiculous, but it's excessive. I don't know. That's my opinion. But they do have 2 months to complete that purchase using that link, which will have the agreed upon price attached to it. Now, they might choose not to buy it, or they might not buy it for a couple of weeks. But if someone comes along and buys this at the regular price in the meantime, they just lose out. Okay. But you can't change the price once you agree to it, but it doesn't mean that no one else can buy this item in the meantime. So let's say that you agree with someone, you negotiate, you send them $20 or something. There's a listing with the price that they agreed to pay. You send it to them and they're like, oh, I'll buy it later today. But in the meantime, someone else comes along and buys it at full price. Well, that's too bad, so sad. You're too late, you missed out. So just because you send that person the offer, it doesn't mean that they're guaranteed to buy it or that you're not guaranteed to sell it to someone else in the meantime. Now, I don't know if other people can send you an offer in the meantime. I would assume that they can. And actually, I'm just going to test that out with my other account. So yes, as it turns out, I could, I've sent myself 2 offers now. I have 3 Etsy accounts. So one Etsy account offered $5, the other one offered $10, and both got links. So both received links from Etsy to buy it at the adjusted price. And if I go ahead and buy this, which clearly I'm not going to do, but that means that multiple people can send you offers and you can negotiate multiple prices with people. And if you've got stuff sitting around in your vintage shop that you want to get rid of, This might not be a bad idea because you can kind of play people off one another and start a bidding war, right? But, I personally don't like this as a general concept on Etsy for many reasons. And I can talk about that in the Tuesday live. I think we've touched on it a little bit, but that's what it looks like. And, people have just a limited amount of time because the first person to complete the purchase is the one that will buy it. And any other offers that you've sent to other people, and it looks like you can do multiple offers to people, any other offers will be null and void once that person buys that thing. So I just wanted to show you guys how that looks. I think it's kind of interesting just to see how everything is set up because I'm nosy and I like to see that. And you can leave me any questions and I'll try to answer them, but that's just how it looks within my accounts.